Hi, beginning band. We are going to do 3 songs from the Red Book today. And this week is the week of April 20th. And I have skipped April 13th through 19th because it's spring break. And if you want to just kind of do some light work on those things, still getting some stuff done for that April 13th week, you can do that. And I have put 135 on this week. So you can still get some time on that and hear what it sounds like. So we're doing 135, 136, and 137 today. And I'm just going to give you some tips about the songs. First of all, let's go to 135. Andante means what? Moderately slow. So again, that's in your the back of your book, and you can find that in the glossary of terms. Sakura is a Japanese folk song. Very, very common folk song in Japan. And I think it means cherry blossoms, actually, which is fitting for right now because the trees are all in bloom and beautiful. And what are our dynamics? Mezzo piano. So we start medium soft, and then we have a crescendo in the middle of the song that goes to what dynamic? Mezzo forte. And then immediately comes down in that measure to mezzo piano again. Then you see another, we call them sometimes hairpins, get louder, get softer like hairpins. And then you go back to mezzo piano. What is the softest dynamic in the whole piece? Piano. And where is it? At the very end. And you also see an RIT, ritardando. That's in the second to last measure, and we've talked about that in class before. If you look at the top of page 31, you can see it says gradually what the tempo? Slow the tempo. And then you have the arch with the dot on the last measure called what? A fermata. And that means hold the note until the band director cuts you off or a longer amount of time to get the full effect of the piece. All right, so I'm going to turn on my metronome. And my metronome is set at about 80, which is moderately slow. I know 100 is moderate or moderato, so 80 is about an andante, can be also like 72. All right, I'm going to play the bottom line, and if you want, you can play the top with me or play the bottom with me. Here we go. 1, 2, ready. So if you were unable to hold it for a really long time at the end, I would take a breath before the half note that starts the long half note to whole note tie. Be careful when you do your crescendo and your decrescendo to not burst the crescendo and leave the middle volumes without being represented. So make sure that you don't go da, and also make sure that you don't play too soft too long and then just pop the middle for your dynamics. So make sure everything is like going up a step of dynamic, getting louder and getting softer. All right, now we're going to do the top line. And again, I'm going to turn the metronome off when I'm on my last note. And I'll try to conduct you with my large hand sticking close to the camera. All right, here's line A now. 1, 2, ready. So a lot of Asian music that we listen to that's more of an ancient time period is pentatonic. And if you remember pent, that prefix means 5. And so pentatonic has to do with do, re, mi, so, la. So you can hear a lot of that in Sakura. Okay, let's go to 136. Ooh, and 135, we forgot to even look at the key signature and the time signature. I hope you did that. 136, let's look at the key signature. 1 sharp for clarinets and trumpets, and 1 flat for flutes and trombones and bells. And again, percussionists, you can play bells or snare on either one of these. I would recommend that you first do them on bells, and then you can do the snare part. But you want to keep yourself practicing both snare and bells so you stay proficient on both of those. Also, everybody, check out the specialist videos for your specific instrument. You can substitute those for my videos with you. Mine are just going over the songs that I tell you about in the assignment paper that you have with the parent signatures. But definitely check out your specialist videos. They are going to help you more than me, because those guys are geared toward what you are doing on your instrument. Okay, grandfather's whiskers, we're in those keys. And then what's our time signature? 2/4, how many beats per measure? 2. And what kind of note gets the beat? Quarter note. All right, let's check out some signs and symbols. We've got first ending, second ending, a repeat sign that goes back to the beginning. We also have a pickup note. However, at the end, we finish on technically 1 beat, but there's also a hey at the end. And so they're kind of treating that as if it's not really a note. But they want you to play the last note, hey, and then say hey. So wake up your parents, wake up your brothers or sisters, your dogs or cats, and say hey. All right, here we go, grandfather's whiskers. It's a little quicker, moderato, and I should turn on my metronome. Moderato is moderate speed, as we know, and about 100, so maybe quicker. So if this is too fast for you, feel free to practice this by yourself without me, and then try it. So look at your rhythms. Ta, ti, 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 ta, ti, 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 tom, ti, 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 ta. Ti 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 tom, ti 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 tom, ti 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 ta ta, and then repeat. Okay, here we go. I'll give you 1 2 1, then you play on 2. 1 2 1. Now, looking at 137, you get to compose, and that's also something coming up for a final project in band. Stay tuned. So some of you don't like to compose, some of you have never composed, some of you are a little freaked out about composing, but composing is just kind of making something up out of your head, and you do that a lot without even knowing it. Okay, if you've ever hummed a tune, if you've ever whistled something, just singing something to yourself while you do something, you're composing. So a theme and variation is when you have the main part of a song, and then a variation is when you take that theme and you kind of mess with it a little bit, but you can still hear the inner structure of the theme going on at the same time. So Mozart, we're going to play again his Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. It says Twinkle Variation. We're going to play the first part, and then you get to play around on your instrument with a melody that Sounds like Twinkle Twinkle still, kind of, but it's got some different notes in it. So today what I'm going to do is just play the first part, and then I'm going to play a variation. I'm going to make something up out of my head, and so you can hear what that sounds like. Okay, so really, I didn't do much of anything specific, but if you also look at Twinkle Twinkle Variations number 127 that we were doing for our parent concert, there is a lot of good examples for you. So have fun with that. Happy practicing, and let me know if you have any questions on Microsoft Teams. Talk to you later.